Today I've been joined by the newest Swan District's WAFLW player, Hannah Plummer. Hannah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us a bit about yourself, what got you into footy and what type of player you are.
So I started back in high school. Well, I played Auskick when I was little, and then I went to netball. And then in year 11, I switched from Mercedes. I went to Cedar, so that's like a sports school. And so I went and played footy there. And then once I finished school, kind of COVID hit and that, and there was no real footy going on. So I stopped it for a bit. And then I got back into footy. So I played down at Subi, and then I broke my ankle. And then so I took a bit of time off, and then I played a bit of Amos, and then I ended up at Swan Districts.
So now, is it correct in saying that there was a previous club, but now it's a district? Is that true? And if so, how did that come about?
Yeah, that is true. So I started at Subi, and then once I broke my ankle and that, I kind of lost that WAFLW sort of passion, and so I went and played a bit of Amos, and then I was actually just down at Swan Districts, just like doing a bit of training and that, where one of the coaches actually saw me through the window and got my details and called me up and asked if I wanted to come down. And I was a bit iffy because I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to WAFL. And then a couple of weeks later, another coach from Swan Districts called me up and asked, like, we really want you down. We've been watching you through the window and that. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just go down and try it. And it's probably the best decision I think I've made.
That's good. It's an interesting way to hear all these stories of how people got picked up or get picked up and want to be poached. I got told a story from someone who was very coincidental too. So I think Collingwood AFLW picked up Murray Atkinson, and it was a very interesting way to how they picked her up. They were actually watching footage of a fellow Irish woman in Gaelic highlights, and she just kept popping up in the background. And that's how they ended up picking her up, because they watched the footage of someone else and she just kept appearing in that highlights package.
Yeah, right. It's honestly, it's amazing how people watch you and that. Because I had no idea that they were watching me through the window.
Yeah. These other ways, because, it's good the way that they always, the generic, watch your highlights, been following your draft year, et cetera, and all that, or state league form. But yeah, it's nice to hear some other avenues of how you get picked up. And your example is another one to add to the list.
Yeah, it's a pretty funny one.
Sure. We'll sidetrack off footy for a second. So you got a big swimming event this week, and tell us a bit about that. Obviously, that's another hobby and passion outside of footy for you. How did the swimming journey come about and the big event this week for you?
Yeah, so I got the roller swim this week. So this is my 5th time doing the crossing. When I was about 16, probably a bit younger, I did a lot of swimming. Yep. And then it was kind of between footy and swimming, and I kind of chose footy. And then when I broke my ankle, I went back into swimming. I did a lot of that, and I've kind of tried to keep my swimming up because I feel like it's very beneficial for my footy. So yeah, so in my spare time, I don't have much of it, but I really do enjoy doing some laps in the pool, and I feel like it helps me a lot when I get back out into footy. So yeah. So
the Rottnest event this week as a whole, it's going to be a long one, as you're telling me off camera. How are you feeling heading into that?
I'm feeling actually a little bit nervous because I'm the one starting from the beach. So I'm feeling a little bit nervous. I think I've done enough practice, but I guess we'll see on the day. And the weather forecast isn't really going in our favour, so should be interesting to see if we make it across. Hopefully we do. I've been successful each time, so fingers crossed I'm successful on the 5th also.
Well, that is Perth weather to a T. Having it hot all the time. Now, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. It's meant to be hot, and then it will probably drop down like it's, and then it's all windy. So, fingers crossed it all works out.
Really. Now, another thing I want to mention too. I'm sure you've heard this so many times. What nicknames do you get that you like or dislike? Do you get the good old plumbing joke?
Oh, I get so many plumbing jokes.
Hmm.
Everywhere I go, I always get a plumbing joke, and everybody always calls me Plumdog Millionaire, Plummer. Yeah. Or I get anything plumber related. It got it to a stage actually where if someone called my name Hannah, I actually wouldn't really reply because I'd kind of forget my name's Hannah because everyone was calling me Plumdog Millionaire, everything like that. So yeah, and I actually enjoy it because I feel like Hannah's a pretty popular name. There's so many Hannahs out in the field where I don't think there's many plum dogs out there.
No, very true. And now I feel honoured now that you responded to me because I called you Hannah, obviously not knowing that nickname. So, all right, Plumdog Millionaire. We'll go to the next question then.
Oh, perfect. I'll definitely respond now.
Sorry,
I'll definitely respond now.
that's good. Definitely respond now. So, footy accomplishment. I know you said you had a broken ankle and had some time off in between, but have you had any personal footy accomplishments or premierships you've been a part of, whether that was just in juniors or something up until now?
Yeah, so we made the finals in both of my amateurs teams. So I played at Bassendean for a little bit, a few games there.
Yep.
And then we went over to UWA, and we made finals for both of them. Unfortunately, we didn't win the flag, but we made finals, and that was a pretty amazing, gig.
That's good. So, how did you feel going into those finals? You get that added pressure. So, how did you feel going into that?
Yeah, going in. I was pretty nervous, especially for the UWA one, as it was in the A grade. So I felt like, oh, if I was going to play bad each week, I was like, am I going to lose my spot because there's other Claremont players and that were in the team, and that was a kind of pressure, and there was a lot of backs. So trying to play finals and trying to hold your spot was pretty hard. But yeah, no, managed to do that. So that was probably the biggest pressure, was trying to hold your spot when there's so much talent out there.
Sure. What's some goals you set for yourself this year on the football side of things? Obviously, moving to a new club, being back into footy off a broken ankle. So, what's some goals you set for yourself?
Try and hold my spot in the team each week. That's my ultimate goal, is try and play as many league games at Swan District as I can. So we got round 1 coming up, which is good. So hopefully I go away for round 2, but hopefully after that I can hold my spot. So yeah, trying to play as many league games as I can, and really just improve as a defender. I feel like everyone's always learning, and at Swan District, great place to keep learning. So that's my biggest goals.
But now, I don't normally update the banners mid-interview, but I've got a new one for you, as you just mentioned before. So there you go. It's a longer one. Had a plump.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
God.
I had to make sure I didn't spell it wrong either. Now, so who'd you grow up barracking?
I actually grew up barracking for Freo.
Now that's very coincidental too.
Yeah, so ended up going for Freo, and then when I was about 14, 15, I think it was, I really liked the GWS song.
Yes.
And so I just changed to GWS. Yeah, so I was like, oh, I like GWS, I like their song, 15-year-old Plumdog. Went for GWS. I've got a couple of their hats and that. But then my other family goes for St Kilda, so it's a bit of a wide mixture. Yeah, most of us all go for Freo now, so we're Freo members. So
Freo members. Well, I'm a Sainer, so if you want to jump on, that is fine by me or anyone else.
When Freo and GWS aren't playing, I go for St Kilda.
I'll accept that. That's good. Plumdog. I'll accept that. That's a good one. So you mentioned playing as a defender. So what are some of your strengths as a defender, you would say?
I feel like my 1v1s are that's probably my strong point. And like intercepting. They're probably my up theirs. I'd say reading the ball is probably also one of my strengths from the back line.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do love my 1v1s. Yeah.
So obviously you see some people in the AFL and AFLW competition. Who are you excited to see how they perform? Someone that's either just been drafted in the men's or women's recently, or someone that you may know that's already in the system from the men's or women's point of view, that you're keen to see how their career is going and how further it could go?
Yeah. Who do I like to watch? I like to actually. He's not really a back, but I do like to watch Josh Kelly from GWS.
Yeah. Very good player.
Or Christian Petrarca. I know they're not, but I just love watching how they use their ball, how they use the ball and their skills.
Yeah, very true. Who would you say is a defender? If you were to use an AFL, AFLW player comparison to the style of defender you play, like who would you say?
I'd probably say who do I? Maybe like Jordan Clark or someone from Freo.
Yeah. Good choice. Good running back here, who can also play on the wing as well.
Yeah.
Coach's pet. Is there any teams you ever been a part of that is a coach's pet, or you're just too new to them already and don't really know that yet?
Teacher's pet. I'd probably say Tanner Lee from Swans.
There we go.
She's a teacher's coach's pet for sure.
That's good.
Yeah, she's got a good personality, so that's probably why.
Who is some of your favourite teammates down in the club?
I get along with Bella from the back line really well, and she's an awesome player, and I feel like we work well together and we always communicate on the field, and so we've created this good bond. Taylor Edwards, Hannah Lee, it's a very, very close knit down there, and I feel like every training session, my bond with all the girls are getting really closer.
That's good. So leadership aspirations, is that something you've ever come across, whether you've been in a leadership group or something that you have aspirations to be in, or are you more an off-field leader or off-title leader where you haven't got the title but you still help out when you can?
Yeah, I think I'd love to be in a leadership group. I'd love to be a part of something like that. I feel like it'd be a great opportunity. And hopefully in the years coming, I can get to eventually, be in the leadership group. Yeah, because I feel like I feel like I'm a leader. So, yeah, I feel like, in the next couple of years, that would probably be one of my goals.
Any favourite TV shows or movies you have?
My favourite, I like a bit of reality, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Like Keeping Up with the Kardashians is probably up there. Like Love Island.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I don't know what category would you want to put that under? Is it drama? Is it comedy? Why would you put that type of show under?
Probably reality.
All that.
Yeah, probably under reality. Yeah, and then probably for my favorite movie, it would probably have to be. I've got a few good movies. I do like horror. I do actually love horror.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good choice for sure. What do you feel is the best individual game you've ever played, Plumdog, that's got you into the position that you're in now?
Probably. I did play a game when I was playing at UWA, and that was probably my best game I think I've ever played, and that's when I don't know, it just was my clicking turn to be like, I know how, like, I felt like I could read the ball and that, and then after that game, that was like my settings, like that was my high point where I was like, that's where I want to keep each of my games. So I feel like that was my high point, and I think I was on such a high that I actually ran from the back line into the forward line and kicked a goal.
That's good. Well, now, obviously, being a defender, you obviously wouldn't get much goals. How do you celebrate when you get a goal? In that example, did you celebrate pretty well, or just in general, would you be one to celebrate if you had a goal?
Yeah, I am a bit of a celebrator. In our scratch matches, well, at intra club, I was actually playing on the wing, and never played on the wing before, and I actually ended up getting a goal, and I didn't even know how I got the goal. And me and a few of the girls were just jumping around, and they're like, "What are you doing down here?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. Good question."
That-
But yeah, a bit of a jumper and a bit of a screamer.
I know. So I had Summer Mulross, a youngster from South Fremantle. She kicked her first goal in the intra club or practice scratch match against someone right on the weekend, I think it was. And she mentioned about how excited she got. She literally, the coaches had told her they could hear it all the way from the coach's box. So you know for a fact that they're hearing you from coach's box and they're 100 meters away or something, they can hear you clearly. You know, you got to take excited. Now you said you screamed. Was it that loud or was it a bit more calmer?
It was probably a bit more calmer. I could hear the people screaming from the bench, but I don't think they could hear me. I think I was more in shock.
Yeah, I mean, and you don't kick many, then for sure that'd be one.
Yeah.
Now, describe the best goal celebration you would want to do. That if you had a little bit more thought in it, is there any that comes to mind that you would want to do?
I'd probably do a little run around, little run around in the circles and go and jump on someone's shoulders.
Yeah, and
I'd do,
hopefully,
hopefully I just run and jump on their shoulders and everyone comes in. That would be my ultimate.
do it to ruckman or do it to the strongest person there that will more than likely not drop you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I'll just jump on the rock and hopefully they can just. I'll put my faith in them that they'll catch me.
So, what do you feel would be the best? If you can be as unrealistic as you want here, if you were to best describe the best goal you'd want to get, what would it be? Would it be like a check side? Would it be a tour? Would it be after the siren? Would it be a run out through the middle? How would you want it to be? It can be as unrealistic as you want. What would it be?
Oh, I reckon it'd be like after. Oh, I'd say about like 10 seconds straight out the middle. We're losing by a point. Just run it straight along and just boot it and get a goal and we win. And then the siren goes.
That'd be pretty cool. Then you can do your jumping and celebrating, screaming, and all that.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone can do the little pylon. Everyone can do the stack.
Now, how are you with crowd hecklers? Have you ever had any crowd hecklers from the crowd throwing some advice from behind the fence?
Yeah, actually at UWA they have the night games.
Yeah.
And they have like a little bar down
Oh,
down the bottom.
yeah.
And there's been some good advice and there's definitely been some bad advice.
How do you go with the bad advice? Do you bite back? Do you let the actions do the talking? How do you do that? How do you combat that?
I kind of let the actions do the talking. I have a little giggle to myself.
No shushes back to them or any ear check things or anything like that. Or, well, the forwards is not normally you would do that if you kicked a goal, and wouldn't you? But
Yeah, if I kicked a goal, I probably would. But when I'm in the back line, I just have a little giggle to myself.
that's fair. Now, mark or goal of the year, which one would you rather do and why?
I probably would rather do mark of the year because it seems just more realistic for me. Yeah, I think I'd like to do mark. I'd like to do a hanger. That's my ultimate. That's my goal for 2024.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hannah, Plumdog Millionaire Plummer for Mark of the Year in 2024 in the WAFLW. We're calling it right now. No pressure.
Yeah. Perfect.
Pressure. Well, you've got the
Yeah, I won't let you down. I'll try not let you down.
You're right. Or kick a goal and do a celebration, and then that'll be another one.
Yeah, perfect. And I'll send them all to you.
Sounds good. What's something someone does at the club that you cannot stand?
I'd say when we get fruit, Tanner, she bites it, and when she eats the fruit, she'll be eating it loud.
Okay.
And it's just in your ear, just munching.
No, not I. Sure, no, but
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Just I can't stand when people eat like with their mouth open right in the ear.
Double whammy.
Yeah.
Who loves the limelight, the attention, the camera at the districts or any teams you've ever been a part of, and why?
I'll probably say Tanner again. As she's just such an out there character.
Yeah.
And she loves the camera, not shy. And I'd probably even say Taylor Edwards. For them two, a duo together,
Yeah.
you can't get the cameras away from them.
Double trouble. Double
Yeah,
trouble.
they are double trouble.
Might have to get them all together then. Double trouble.
Yeah, you have a good laugh with both of them.
I'm sure I would. Now, I've been doing a bit of, obviously I've had a fair few WA WAFLW plays or draftees on the last 3 weeks. I've even lost count now how many I've had on. Now I'm going to start with this question from WA.
Yep.
I'm going to pick a team to support of the whole league. Convince me why I should choose the Swan Districts.
Okay. I reckon that you should choose the Swan District, as they are honestly such an amazing, humble club, and they put so much effort into all the girls. They wear their hearts on the sleeves, and it's such an amazing club to be around. There's so many good supporters. We get the ability. Teams that come down, they come and support us. Everyone gets involved, and it's like a real big family club. And I feel like the coaches are amazing. It's got such a good history. So I reckon you should join Swan Districts or support Swan Districts, buy membership.
Well, there's your sales pitch. There you go. I'll have that in the back pocket. I'm going to record that time when you said that. So I'm going to write that right now, so I know when to listen back to it. And then I'm going to get a lot of other people's reasons, and then I'll make a decision from them. Maybe by the end of the week, but we'll see.
Perfect. Yeah, you will not be disappointed.
All right, I'm going to get some others even off camera to try and convince me. Now, going back to the other stuff, if you could poach any player or players from another club to join the Swan Districts, or if you want to go from the AFL, AFLW side of things to join Freo, who would you want and why?
I'd probably choose Claire McCarthy from Subi. She's honestly an amazing player. She reads the ball. She's Irish. She's got a Gaelic background. She has so much knowledge. Very, very good player. She plays in the back line, and she's an amazing leader. Absolute amazing leader. Like after the trainings at Subi, you always get a message like, "Hey, how you going? Like, how did you feel after training?" So she's very supportive like that. Off the field, and then on the field, she's an absolute gun.
That's good. That's the friend you want.
Yeah, exactly. And even now, when we versed Subi in the scratch match, she came straight up to me. We had a good chat, and she's ever need anything, like I'm only a call away. Like she's an amazing person. She's somebody that you'd want at your club.
Sure. Yeah, gee, that'd be a good pull. That'd be more convincing too if you could pull her across as well.
I'm gonna have to try.
You're gonna have to try and pull the leg. Who's some teammates you've been impressed by? They kind of fly under the radar a little bit. They don't get talked about as much as they probably should.
Okay. Naomi Baker. She plays on the wing, and she's only a little small thing, but she's absolute gun. Very, 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 very talented footballer. And I always know if I'm going to pass it to her. If I'm going to give the ball to her, I know it's in safe hands, and she's going to do the right. She's going to go do the right thing with it. Like she's one player that I admire to be, and just watching her, you just learn so much from her.
That's good. What would you say is some of your hidden talents that you have that some people may not know?
May not know. I'll let this out on my Swan Districts get to know me, but I can do the worm. I don't know if that's a little hidden talent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can do the worms. That's my little secret talent. So maybe if I get a goal or something, I might do the worm.
you go. The worm, the jump on top, and the other thing that you mentioned, I've had a blank. But the other thing, all at once. A mark of the year. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have to do it all at once.
Perfect. Bring it out. Someone films it, unless it's covered on the websites. But that'd
I'll
be
try my best.
pressure. Toughest opponent you've ever had to match up on? Was there any team in particular that comes to mind? If not a player.
Probably Claire from Suvi. She's very strong. She actually was one that broke my ankle. She's a very, very strong player. And she actually scares me sometimes. You know, go up against her, like especially when I was at Suvi, I got a bit nervous. Or Jamie Harkin.
Oh yes, from Edmond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Or Jamie. Both of them scare me.
Very true. Did Claire break your ankle while you were in the same team?
Yeah, we're actually at training.
Oh.
And
so good
Legs
friend
off.
and you left. Is that why you left?
Yeah, pretty much. I had enough. The ankle topped it. No.
So nice to you now because you broke your ankle. Was your
Yeah, it's my wife is nice to me now. No, she felt very horrible, but yeah, she felt so guilty. But I guess it's a part of footy. So
very true, Claire. It's all is forgiven.
yeah.
Ever had any AFL, AFLW player interactions as a fan? If so, were there any memorable or forgettable moments?
No, I actually haven't.
Okay.
I haven't. No, I don't think I have. Haven't really gotten to. Oh, I met Josh Kennedy once, but
No. How was that?
yeah, that was all right. That was, I think it was up in Exmouth. I think it was. Yeah.
It was Kennedy, just for clarity, not the Swans.
Yeah. No, yeah, just up there. Yeah.
Very good. What are some fun facts about you that people may not know about you?
Fun fact. I don't really have any. I've got 2 siblings, and my parents do foster care to 3 other little kids. I'm a cop, if that helps. But no, besides that, I don't really have any exciting fun facts about myself. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. My parents do foster care, so I've got a few little ones, and yeah, I'm actually a cop in Perth.
A cop in Perth.
Yeah.
All that gear with the weather it always is.
Oh, I sweat so much. I feel like if I'm going to lose weight, it's going to be because I've been sweating.
Now that's fair enough. Now defenders. Now you're a defender, so I might know this answer, but even you don't have to be a defender to probably agree to this. Defenders, I feel like they deserve a bit more love and attention than what they really get, because obviously the Brownlow is centred towards mids, and even rucks these days get recognised there. Forwards have the common. Do you defenders need your own official title as well?
I think we do, because I feel like the defenders get left out a lot. Like, I feel like they do not get recognised as much as like the mids all that do. We need our own title, because I feel like we just get left behind.
Absolutely. The Golden Fist, would that be a good name? The late Danny Frawley obviously had that segment on Bounce, which they still use in his honour. Would that be a good name? And I love how he used it as a piss take at first, but he made it more serious before his passing, and now they still keep it up. Where they got that, the actual trophy, and clicks the button, bang, the fist bit falls out. That'd be a good name.
Yeah, exactly. I'll happily try that, because I do like pulling the fist out. Yeah, trying to fist. I try and spoil and everything, but that is my ultimate. I feel like if you're doing that, you should get a bit of credit, but no one does.
No, not really. I mean, some people would argue that on the few rare people that have said no, they don't. Some of them were actually defenders, but one of them said, "Oh, it comes to mind." They said they get recognised internally. I say, yes, that's probably true, but more from a broader point of view, you don't really hear the media talking about defenders. Or they do, but very small compared to those other positions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Back to in premierships.
Yes, very true. There's no scoring without them. Well, as in they stop the scores from the opposition.
Yeah.
State is the best chatterbox of the districts.
Once again, I'll go Tanner because she doesn't. I don't think I've seen her be quiet for any longer than 10 seconds.
Fair enough. Next one is a very similar question. Who's the loudest and quietest teammate?
I'd probably go Tanner for loudest. Quietest, I would. I don't really know. I have not seen anybody be quiet at Swan Districts because everyone's really loud.
Could it be potentially the people that recruited you by watching you through the window very quietly?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it to Jace. Yeah, quietly watching me, didn't even know.
Some of your most prized possessions that you have.
Probably my photos and my medals. I love keeping on to my medals.
Very good. How many swimming medals or medals in general do you have, roughly?
Oh, I got a fair few. I got probably like maybe 10 swimming ones. I kind of keep if it doesn't mean much to me, like the medal, I'll just kind of like just throw it. But if it looks cool, I'll keep it. So I got about yeah, I got about 10 of them, and then I got a fair few footy ones. I've actually got my we won our social football last year, and I've got that sitting on my door at the moment because that's like a whole because we won it and I played with such an amazing people, so I was like, I'll keep that medal.
That's a good one. What would you say is your most prized swimming medal? I know we spoke about swimming a bit earlier off the top, but what's your best swimming medal you got?
Probably the Roto Swim. My first ever Roto Swim. We got like second in our category or something like that.
Yeah.
So we got this big sort of trophy. Yeah, and I had like my name engraved and that. So probably that one.
That sounds, just from what you just said, that would sound as a pretty good one for sure. Favorite food?
Pasta. I love pasta. Absolutely. Pasta and nachos.
That's actually a very common answer, not just in general, like, but footballs. That seems to be the go-to answer, and I agree with their pasta as well. Best dish to cook if you do cook, or is it just something nice and basic?
If I was to cook, I'm a very basic like cook. Like I love just having easy meals. So I love having like chicken, some veggies, and some mashed potato. Like I love mashed potato.
Yeah.
Either that or pasta. Pasta any day of the week.
Very good. Mashed potatoes aren't too bad.
Yeah.
Probably over the chunk ones, I guess, but very similar. But,
Yeah.
favorite takeaway place?
Favorite takeaway? I do absolutely love Zambreros.
Okay.
Um,
Nice. Go to water?
I always get the chicken burrito.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Sticking with the keto taco theme, I like it. Food you don't like?
Pardon? Food I don't like? I'm not a big fan of Chinese.
Yeah, I'm not the big. It depends what it is. Like, if it's something basic like rice or something, I suppose it's okay. When you're going to get all technical a little bit and a bit more add-ons and everything, then probably not a big fan either.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the same. It's probably down the bottom, and anything spicy.
Okay. Oh, you don't like spicy food, so you wouldn't be able to tolerate any spicy sauces then?
No. My face will go all red, my eyes will water.
So, in other words, if anyone wants to give Plumdog Millionaire a dare, it would be to have something spicy then.
Yeah, pretty much. I even find the peri chips at Nando too spicy.
Okay. Yeah. Well, quirks someone would say that you have that you wouldn't really like to admit.
I'm always smiling. Always.
That's a good.
It is a good thing, but sometimes when I need to focus, I keep smiling. like especially at work when I'm dealing with something serious, I smile all the time. So I need to know when to switch off.
So there's some AFL players I know. Rowan Marshall is one that comes to mind being a Saints fan. He's always smiling, even in the games when we're losing. He's smiling. So he's probably got the similar trend to you, where he needs to try and find where the smiling drops a tad.
Yeah, that's me. Because we could be losing, and we're talking like what our game plan is. We need to pick up our
Yeah.
work. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like smiling.
But what's so funny? Nothing.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, pretty much.
that once I was smiling once, and someone at cricket looked at me and they're like, "Why are you laughing for?" I'm like, "I'm not laughing. I'm listening."
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes when I listen, I smile and that, and sometimes I just gotta know when I have to put my serious face on, because otherwise no one will take me serious.
And then do the other face, and then I'll say, "What's wrong with it?" Oh, you just can't please you, can you?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't smile, everyone's gonna be like, "What's wrong?" And then if you smile, everyone's like, "Come on, you gotta switch on."
Yeah, I know. You can't win either way. Whatever.
Yeah.
How would you fancy yourself in front of the goals? You are a defender, so how would you fancy yourself in front of the big six?
I would like it. I actually when we played social footy,
Yeah.
I played down in the forward line.
Yeah.
And I actually loved playing forward. And my boyfriend actually used to call me he used to say plugger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I just be like, "Oh, here, here, here." And I absolutely loved playing in the forward, but that was social. And then as soon as I got to waffle, I'm like, I think I suit better down back, but I do like playing in the forward line.
That's good. Celebrity crush.
Or Glenn Powell.
I feel like an idiot asking this, and it seems to be people that I don't know. Who is Glenn Powell?
He's like an actor. He was in the I forget the movie he was with, but he was with Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
Yeah, or Zac Efron, or Chris
That-
Hemsworth.
Now, last two you just said, let's.
Yeah, them. Yeah, all of them.
Oh, yep. Take your pick.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're only 22. That is not old in footy age or just in general. Is AFLW something that you still think of hoping to get to one day, or are you content with where you are at, or is that still something you want to do?
Yeah, I'm just the person I take it as it comes. So if I'm playing good, I'll go that bit further. If I'm not, I'm happy playing where I am. But yeah, I want to eventually, work my way up and see where I go. Like reevaluate next year.
Very true. I mean, that nickname alone should get you right in with that nickname.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed.
Now, I don't know if it's something you've ever done, but with that nickname Millionaire, you should do like some photo or something, some photo ID. I don't know if you've done it or not, and literally hold money in both hands, referring to the millionaire persona.
My sister actually did something like that. And she put it on Instagram like private, but we can't figure out the password, so we've lost the. Yes, we can't figure out what the password is.
Oh, damn. Well, maybe you'll have to retake it.
I might have to, yeah. Well, I'll get all my sisters and we can all retake it together. We can all be the Plumdog Millionaires.
Yes, that's right. Money everywhere.
Yeah. I'll get Monopoly money.
All that. Didn't say you can't believe $5. You got to go to the big ones. You got to bring out the hundreds or the 50s.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go withdraw everything.
Pretty much. Food you don't like.
Food that I don't like. I know it's not really like a.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, what was that?
I hate onion.
Onions.
Yeah, onions is not my go-to. And I hate anything Chinese. So if you give me a Chinese meal, I will not. Like I don't like honey lemon chicken or that. Yeah, anything Chinese, no.
Oh, now you know any of the district girls, no Chinese food, no onions.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed if they get me Chinese or put onions or something in. And I don't like eggs.
Really?
Yeah, eggs is one of my. I love avocado, so I have like an avocado on toast. but
Yeah.
I will never have eggs on toast.
How interesting. I might need to consider what I just had before. That's coincidental as well. And Plum Dogs, I really appreciate you coming on. Dream scenario for yourself this year. What would you, in a perfect world, what do you want this year to pan out for you, football wise, or just in general?
Play football wise, play as many games as I can, and then hopefully, go from there. Have a good breakout season, and then hopefully next year I'm like on the radar and that, and play good footy. That's my ultimate goal. Is I want to hold my spot every week that I'm available to play, and just each game just get better and better and better. But that's my
Very good.
that's what I do.
Now, hopefully, also Plum Dog, there is some gold medals, trophies from the weekend swimming event as well. So, Hannah, Plumdog Millionaire Plummer, I really appreciate you coming on. All the best for footy and on the weekend, especially at the Rottnest swimming event. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
It's any time. Plum.